My name is Nikki Marie. I'm the food blogger at Chasing the Seasons and the author of Simple, Elegant Pasta Dinners. One of my favorite dishes to make, especially in the spring, is tortellini salad with roasted asparagus pesto. What I love about this dish, it's not a mayonnaise-y traditional pasta salad. We use Jersey fresh asparagus. Sometimes I use Jersey fresh kale, or I'll use spinach or arugula. The asparagus is roasted, so it gets caramelized and a little charred. I add garlic, a little lemon juice, slivered almonds. And I know that it's simple, but when I serve it to people, they're always pleasantly surprised at something that's a little bit more unexpected and elegant. Because this is a room temperature dish, I've gone ahead and made the tortellini ahead of time. Boil it according to the package directions, toss it together with a spoonful of extra virgin olive oil and put it aside. We also have spinach from Donaldson Farms, a handful or two, put it aside. We're going to move on to the asparagus. What you want to do is trim the ends off the asparagus, and I wanted to show you because a lot of people don't know exactly where to trim. They're either too conservative and they're left with a fibrous bottom stem that just never tenderizes. You want to take the stem of asparagus and just holding it towards the bottom, gently bend and it will break exactly where it needs to be. So all of these asparagus have already been trimmed. What we're going to do is add about a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, and you want a good extra virgin olive oil, something fruity and peppery because the flavor really matters. A little sprinkle of salt, a little sprinkle of fresh ground pepper, and then massage it on evenly as possible. What you want to do is really have the tips of the spears and the ends coat it well in the olive oil because they're going to roast up and toast nice and caramelized. And into the broiler, 10-15 minutes depending on the size. If you have asparagus that's a little bit thicker, it might need another minute, you might need to turn it over. I have some here already that's cooled down. What I've done is cut it into thirds. You'll want to take the tips and just half of the stems and add it to your tortellini. We're going to take the remaining parts of our stems and add them to the food processor. They're going to be part of our robust roasted asparagus pesto. To the food processor now, we will add our Parmesan cheese. If you have access to local cheese, you'll want one with a hard and sharp profile. Lemon juice, slivered almonds, and 1 clove of garlic. To this, you'll add 1/3 cup of olive oil, and you'll need to eyeball it. You don't want it too thick. It should be smooth and have movement, a little fluid. I'm going to pulse it now, but we may need to add a little bit more at the end. This is what you don't want. It's too thick. Add a little bit more olive oil, and I like to pulse while I add the olive oil to know exactly how much I need to add. Oh, that looks just about right. To the tortellini, I'm going to add the spinach. I like to add the spinach right before I plate because it gets a little too wilty if we add it too early. Give it a little toss. And doesn't that look good already? I love that the tortellini acts almost like a supporting ingredient, and it really highlights and showcases our Jersey fresh spinach and our asparagus. So to this, we're going to add your desired amount. You don't have to add the whole thing. I like to just spoon a little bit on top, give it a little toss. If the pasta looks like it needs to be loosened just a little bit, add a little bit more olive oil. Now we're ready to plate this. And look how good that looks. I can smell the roasted asparagus and the greens. I like to finish this plate off with some fresh Parmesan cheese. A little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil and fresh pepper. And there you have it, tortellini salad with roasted asparagus pesto. So look for Jersey Fresh in the local produce section of your supermarket, at your local farmer's market, and start thinking and cooking seasonally.